I don't know about you, but I am consistently amazed by this year's valedictorian. It seems that the student is always adding something new to his repertoire beyond simply just going to class and contributing to the AISC community. Did you know that our valedictorian has exceeded the math classes we offer here? So he gets up at 3 a.m. to take his online Stanford University math course, and he's happy and excited to do it. Did you know that our valedictorian has developed his own computer game that combines physics, coding, music composition, storytelling? And he did all of this in his spare time while doing an internship at Next Wave Multimedia here in Chennai. And what about the fact that our valedictorian taught himself Korean in order to speak to his peers in their native tongue? Or that he practices the Vedas every day and has done so for the last 9 years, essentially mastering one of the most complex pieces of literature written in Sanskrit. And he has done all of these things without skipping a beat here at school. They're not things that he brags about, and in fact, he doesn't even weave them into conversation. So what does he weave into conversation? Well, whatever it is, it usually makes you smile, because it's quirky or it's just plain brilliant. Things like during Spirit Week. Do you think I could dress like I'm from the Matrix every day for school? Or in a recent class discussion, oh, that sounds narcissistic even for me. So this is coming from a student who is anything but narcissistic. In fact, this year's valedictorian is smart, articulate, humble, quirky, unassuming, compassionate, and enthusiastic. He has made his mark on AISC, and we will miss him terribly. It is my honor to introduce you to this year's valedictorian, Krishna Chittur.
I wasn't nervous, and then I heard that build up, and now Alright, so I'll be honest, I was never a big fan of motivational speakers. Is it just me? I mean, when I was in elementary school, I had these guys coming in all the time saying stuff like, follow your dreams. Okay, first off, who are you to tell me to follow my dreams? Why don't you try following my dreams? I'll see how it works out. How's the Nobel Prize for Awesomeness coming along? I hope it works well. Second thing, this whole follow your dreams nonsense sounds to me like Class A sampling bias. Think about it. So these guys, these motivational speakers, they followed their dreams and they succeeded, right? Now what if they didn't succeed? Well, they wouldn't be motivational speakers now, would they? So I won't be telling you to follow your dreams or anything like that. That's your decision to make. But I do have some advice today for you guys going forward. It's about stress. Now, before we start rolling our eyes, I know you've already heard people talk about stress a lot. But this is from someone that's just finished high school, so I hope you'll have the patience to hear me out just for a minute. Stress will eat you alive. Don't panic. It will chew you up and spit you out. Okay, now panic. Depending on your grade, you are going to see a lot, and I mean a lot, of stress coming at you in the next few years. And I'd like to help you cope. So now what I'd love to say is, oh, you should be neat and organized and always on top of your work, but I've done my fair share of procrastination, so I'm going to say that. And besides, there may be times when you're literally overwhelmed by so much work that no matter how you spend your time, you're not going to get it all done. And that's when stress kicks in. So here's what I recommend. Stop. Go get a drink of water, you might be thirsty, use the bathroom if you need to. Make yourself comfortable. And make a priority list of all the things that are the most critical to get done for you. And then do them one by one and physically cross them out. If it's a big task, break it up and then physically cross each one of them out. You want to have the crossed out task in front of you. It's pretty motivating. But stress is so much more than anxiety over deadlines. And you guys know that. At its worst, it's fear. A very, very deep kind of fear. And I hope that fear is pretty useful in our evolutionary development, because it sure as heck isn't helpful now when you're trying to fill out your college apps. So I can't just tell you not to be afraid. That doesn't make any sense. But I will say this. No college student has ever been asked what grades they got in high school. And no working professional, no civil engineer, no doctor, no dentist, no architect, no jazz musician, no surgeon, no pilot, whatever, has ever been asked what college they went to. Or at least it's never mattered. And that's because, well, I mean, first off, if they don't do a good job, people will notice. But it's where they went to that's not important. So, I'll be honest. You may not get into your first choice college, or your second choice, or your third choice, or fourth. Yeah, look, I didn't get into any of my top 4 choices, so I gotta say that. They're all choices anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Seriously, all of you guys are gonna be fine. Stop worrying so much. This is high school. Do your best, leave it there. Don't think about how life could have been better. That's a rabbit hole you'll never escape. Don't worry about end results you can't change. Take each day as it comes, and leave the past behind you, because it's not gonna help at all when you look into the future. Doing this, and it's hard, will make you a healthier, happier person, at least when you're doing it, not the rest of the time. I guarantee it. And here's another thing that I guarantee. Everything will work out. Eventually. Just take each day one step at a time. So, anyway, that's enough. Thank you all so much for listening to my ramblings. I wish you all the best.